Great rising, beautiful beings. Great rising, beautiful beings. Before we get started, if you would like a 2025 tarot reading, by all means, check the description. You can go to my website. You can contact me. You can call me. You can Cashapp me, but you got to email me. Like, how you going to Cashapp me and don't send me the email or text message saying that you would like a 2025 tarot reading, okay? For a limited time, I've had a sample reading on my website. That's right, REVERESKYE Exercise Social. I've had a sample reading on my website for years, okay? That will no longer be on there. No more sample readings. No more sample readings. It'll be just strictly 30-minute and hour increment readings. No more sample readings. After January. After January, come February, there will be no more sample readings. Okay. I was doing sample herbs, like 30-day quantities, but I will no longer be doing 30-day quantity of anything. It will be 6 months to a year quantity of herbs, whether that be through capsule teas. You will get a 6 month to a year supply. I am not doing 30-day of anything anymore. Everything will be sold in bulk. The reason being, we're at a point in time where if you needed it once, you're going to need it again. And we may have technical difficulties out here in this real world. We may have problems where the supply can't even be met. Okay, so while it's good, while it's hot, while it's available, you will get a 6 month to a year supply of whatever you order. Okay, and that's to benefit you. You'll thank me later. Okay. Also, this channel is not monetized. This channel is not monetized. Okay, so even the people that call me, talk on the phone, tell me about things, yes, donate to this channel. Okay, if I conversate with you, if I talk with you, it don't matter if I'm working, it don't matter if I spend money, it don't matter if you see my journey. Donate to this channel. Show me this channel is worth keeping, because I've come to the conclusion, Spirit kept telling me, you know it's time to leave the channel, right? Like, you giving your insight, perspective, putting the dots together. You're just giving these people a one-up on how to keep manipulating y'all as a collective. You explaining what you see, how you see it, how it's moving. You're just giving these people a one-up on you. And I'm like, yeah, I think I did enough for the channel. So I'm not, usually I hide the videos for a year. Okay. But I think I'm officially about to delete this channel. If this channel does not financially sustain itself, I'm done investing my money in this channel. My knowledge is power. My knowledge is everything. My thoughts, my process is everything. So if this channel does not financially support itself, this channel is done. Okay. Me holding on to the knowledge, it really don't matter no more. I was using this channel as a not a query, but a library. So I could go back 10 years from now and be like, hey, you was discussing this and it's happening now. You was discussing this and it came true, it's real. But I'm like, do I really need this library? I don't think so. I don't think so. And the people that are watching are not worthy enough to contribute to this channel. Okay? So, by all means, you can shop with Reveresky's Essence to support this channel. You can shop for your own benefit. It's not just about supporting this channel. You can donate to this channel, okay? This channel has a limited lifespan because, and yes, I'm putting that in the ethers, there's more things I got to do. Just like I said, I'm doing a group meet meditation in Daytona, February 1st on Saturday, and not a single person wrote in the communication, wrote or commented and said, well, I won't be able to make it, but are you going to go live? Nothing. Nobody on this channel. And I'm in Florida, and people in Florida are watching me. So the fact that I said that I'm going to do a meetup, been talking about this for 2 months. I'm going to do a day meetup in Daytona to do a meditation session. Rain, sleet, or snow. Nobody has commented. Nobody has even asked, well, I can't make it, but can you go live? I'll support the meditation session. Anything. No comment whatsoever. Not a sky. I'll do the meditation from my house, from my home. Nothing. No communication. Do you know how dead this channel is? Do you know how dead the people are watching the channel? Meaning, meditate. Who gonna meditate? Travel. Who gonna travel? You ain't even gotta travel, but nobody's not even trying to engage in the meditation. You think y'all out here searching for all this information, but do you actually think you're gonna benefit the world if you're not aligning your spirit with your body? You just gonna be steady collecting information, collecting data, and it ain't gonna amount to anything. Okay, so again, this channel is not monetized. This channel got demonetized, and when it was monetized, it was only making $100 a year, $100 to $150 a year. So don't let YouTube be the one that you feel like I should be earning money from. Everybody that I watch, and I'm honed in on them, I donate to their channels because I need these people to keep coming back, bringing more information. It's important. It's pertinent. Okay? So, that was 8 minutes talking about donations to the channel, supporting the channel. Because, like I say, the next time this channel will be... the next time this channel, I'm not going to hide the videos. I'm not going to hide 4,000 videos. Because you got to hide them, I think, 30 at a time or something. I'm not going to hide 4,000 videos. What I'm going to do is I'm falling off the map. I'm falling off the map. I'm going off social media. I will keep my tarot channel and my lottery channel. But when it comes down to sharing information, that's done. I haven't collaborated with anybody. I haven't done anything. And then I tried that collaboration shit like years ago to collaborate with certain people. They never responded. So I quit asking people to collaborate or to talk about certain topics. So now let's talk about it for a second. They are using multiple weapons in California. It's obvious, okay? You got the aluminum. You got the plasma. I shared the video about the plasma. I shared the video about human plasma where the guy said, do you know the spray that they're spraying has human plasma in it? So how are you able to spray a whole country with human plasma? Where are you getting this human plasma from? So all these people out here donating blood and plasma, you got all these plasma centers. If you look at the pictures of those fires, it looked like a plasma fire. It looked like it started from plasma. It does not. If you spiritually in tune with yourself, that shit look like a plasma fire. Not only that, they're spraying all this aluminum. And I shared another video where the guy said, when they turn on these microwaves, you gonna start cooking just like that aluminum in that microwave. You gonna start cooking just like that fork or spoon in that microwave. If you don't start detoxing. I put the detoxes on my website. Nobody's purchasing them. But now I done got to the point where I'm like, fuck people purchasing my detoxes. I'm going to need them for myself, because sooner or later we might have to go off grid. We might be in a situation where shit might get real finicky. And I'm like, maybe I need my own life supply of detoxes. Maybe I don't need to sell them. And I'm sticking in that order. I'm sticking with what I say. Because Spirit said, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, you don't need to help nobody else or get them prepared. Maybe you're in a situation where you just need to focus on yourself. Don't spread yourself too thin. Don't let people know what you know, and keep on moving. Keep your head down and don't look up. Keep on moving. So you got the aluminum. So all they have to do is hit the microwave frequency and you're going to spark fire. You got the plasma. All they got to do is cause the plasma to react. It's going to start fire. Then you got the smart meters. I linked Deborah Tavares' website so you can read about the smart meters that they've been talking about since 2012 cause house fires and casualties. Cause house fires and casualties. I told my friend in California, I said, pay attention. Pay attention. These houses look like they're cooking from the inside out. Pay attention. Pay attention. These houses don't look like a fire that started from the outside and worked its way in. These houses are cooking from the inside out. Pay attention. The fact that the insurance companies left the policies 3 months before this shit started, and all the major insurance companies left a year ago. Major insurance companies stopped, like Geico, Allstate. They stopped giving insurance policies out to California over a year ago. And then you have these smaller insurance groups that stopped the fire. So they all the banksters, all the agenda planners, all the Hollywood elitists, all the shadow workers, they all pulled out. Now, peep game. Tell me why I kept saying I ain't heard nobody describe how the fire started at their home. I showed a video on my community page that says, look at the homes. This home burnt down, but it burnt down inside out. The outside ain't burnt at all. It burnt from the inside out, y'all. The house next to it ain't on fire. The house next to it ain't on fire. Then you look across the street, That house burnt down to the ground because it burnt from the inside out. So what's new? Smart meters. They send out a pulse to the home that causes an electrical fire. And they calling it a natural disaster when these homes, the trees are not even on fire. So how can the home burn from inside out? I mean, yeah, inside out. The smart meter is catching the home on fire. So now, come Monday, I don't care what food, I will throw all the food away. I am no longer using a smart meter. I'm just evacuating my house. They got to come get their meter. They not about to do me. They not about to play me. If they want to get rid of a neighborhood, all they have to do is send out the signal to have that smart meter crank up more volatile than what the house can take. Once they get the power to crank up more than what the house can take, a fire start. I'm going to give you one more example. There's a guy I know who does sovereign work, meaning when he processes paperwork, affidavits and stuff, he has to go through federal court, okay? Because he's an American Indian, melanated American Indian. Now, he was shooting me knowledge, I would say he was shooting me knowledge about 2 years strong. But you know they monitor us, they listen to us on the cell phones. So one day he said, my house done burnt down. I said, how your house burnt down? He said, it was electrical fire. I said, your breaker didn't cut off? He said, no. 75% of my house burnt down. This is his smart meter set his house on fire. So once they honed in onto him, he processing affidavits. He doing sovereign work. He processing shit for his children. He owned the money. He got this shit. He filing his paperwork. I would say when he got down to the real business, they seen he was a threat. And his paperwork all really legally showed American Indian. They burnt his house down. They sent a pulse frequency to his smart meter and it burnt his house down. And I asked him, I said, has your breaker box ever jumped off before? He said, no. I ain't never had to come in the house, because you know your breaker box supposed to protect your house. But they're starting the fire exactly from the meter. Observe the video I showed you where the man walked through the neighborhood where you had houses still standing, grass still down there, trees still there. Didn't no sparks come and burn that house down beside it. That's an inside job. So now I see what's going on. I'm just going to take myself off grid. Fuck these folks. I don't need that power. I don't need that internet. I don't need them motherfucking cameras. I'm going off grid. Now, the threat is your neighbors ain't going to go off grid. So they can send the jolt of energy through your neighbor house. Their house catch on fire. And then your shit catch on fire. But in this case, it ain't like that. These homes were one house burnt down And 5 houses around it was not even nothing wrong with it. One house burnt down, then 5 houses around, nothing went wrong with it. So if you got old electrical wires, old wiring systems, they put you on a list. If you owned your home, if it was passed down through generational wealth, your house 9 out of 10 got burnt down. If you owned a mortgage, peep game now, how can the insurance company leave or take you off fire insurance when you own a mortgage? 9 out of 10, those houses that had mortgages did not burn down. Because your mortgage company was supposed to notify you that you didn't have fire insurance. Your mortgage company was supposed to notify you that you didn't have home insurance at all. So how are these banks going to get paid for these homes if the insurance companies took the home off the insurance? Pay attention. Watch the video where the Caucasian guy walked and showed the homes. That was not a wildfire. All the homes will have some type of smoldering from the plants and vegetation. These homes cooked from the inside out. That's either microwave weapons or smart meters. Go research smart meters. I put a video on my community page. Go research Deborah Tavares and her website, stopthecrime.net. You got to understand they're spraying plasma, they're spraying aluminum. All they have to do is set off the towers, like radiation, microwave frequencies, and boom, everything is cooking. Then they're going to roll out the smart meter combustion. And then they're cooking. Those homes are cooking. Yeah. They totally analyzed who they was going to take out. They took out a lot of people who got their homes passed down from generation to generation. A lot of homes that burned to the ground were wooden homes, like mason craft homes. The homes that didn't burn down that were brick or stucco, they burnt from the inside out. That's right. Those are electrical fires. No trees, no grass on fire. How the hell is that a natural forest fire? It's not, people. Okay. Also, I was observing this military guy on Net Most Wanted channel who was talking about the orbs. The orbs, you're dealing with aliens in the air and you're dealing with aliens underground. And I noticed his eye was bruised and he had a little irritation, little like bumps, irritation under his eye, and the corner of his eye was bruised. You really got to watch that. I screenshotted it. And I said, he was like, y'all don't stop looking up. Y'all, this is not the time to look up. The particles, remember the particles that they're spraying can penetrate your blood-brain barrier, but they could get in your body even faster through your eye. Say it again, REVERESKYE. The particles that they're spraying can penetrate your blood-brain barrier. You need to be wearing a lot of Vaseline. Okay? Vaseline is thicker than shea butter. You need to be wearing a thick coat of something, covering up, covering your head up. Okay? Covering your body up. covering your face up. So I noticed he was irritated, like he had a bruise at the corner of his eye, about an inch long, and he had like specks of irritation under his eye, and he kept rubbing his eyes. Now that man probably looking up a lot trying to observe, but these particles are going through his eyes and building a web inside of his brain. I remember when they had it gray, I kept saying, Jacksonville been gray for 6 days. I was on day 4, day 5, day 6, right? In that process, I had the heebie-jeebies. Like I felt like stuff was crawling all over me. I felt like stuff was in my eyes. And it felt like it was moving inside of my eyes. Y'all gonna have to protect your eyes, because these smart dusts, once they get to moisture, they start to move around. I noticed a guest had water running in my bathroom. A stream of water, not no doop, doop, not no drops. A stream of water about the size of a pencil running in my bathroom. They never turned the water off. I look at that as an agent. Someone you allowed in your home, but they're a certified agent. They don't even know they're agent because they're dealing with psyops, hive mind. They don't know they're agent. They don't know what they're doing. Or maybe they do. But these things like to thrive around a lot of moisture. A lot of moisture. You'll notice like all of a sudden you'll start getting real clumsy. Or people around you will start getting real clumsy. They'll start dropping stuff, spilling stuff, because something about this and this frequency they're using needs water, moisture around you, a lot of water and moisture around you so it can thrive. Imagine if it's some type of parasitic, alien grade particle. It needs some type of moisture, so I call it the jumping bean effect. You know how when something get wet, it start to move? I call it the jumping bean effect, right? And I notice people that come around me keep spilling shit, wasting shit, water running. So I done got to the point where I don't even have company. Nah, because it's like they trying to feed whatever this is. Yeah. I had a person waste a whole cup of ice water in my car. So they trying to feed it. They want it to thrive. I'm telling you, these people are all in cahoots with that shit. They wanted it to thrive. They want it around you. And you can look at the dust. The dust don't just float. You got certain dust flying around energetically, moving. It probably be like a 1/2 inch long piece of dust, and it just goes zoop, zoop, zoop. It don't float like the rest of the dust in the room or your vehicle. It's agile. It moves like it's conscious. Y'all ain't noticed that? And imagine if that thing get in your eye and embed itself in the eye. So don't worry about the worm, the proboscis, the vril. Don't worry about that. They got some new technology out for your ass now. And remember, all this is hypothetically, theoretically, okay, allegedly. But they got some new shit out for your ass now, where it's so micro thin that it can enter through your eyeball and start weaving itself in your brain. And it made me think about the movie with Will Smith when they scan your brain and you got this gray matter in the front, and all the people are infected and can't leave. Either that or the pop quiz, and y'all know what the pop quiz is, right? Well, anyway, all I know is be mindful. These smart meters will cause a fire, electrical fire at your house, and your house will burn from the inside out. No, if embers were blowing, the wind was blowing 100 miles, trees was uprooted, we get it. But the fire started from the inside out unless they turned on the microwave. And all the aluminum they sprayed in the air sparked fire. But if you look, these trees and these grasses ain't really on fire. And if they are, that's that plasma and that microwave for that aluminum. But these houses got hit with smart meters. They burnt up from the inside out. Y'all got to look at that man walking in that neighborhood. Go look at the video. But anyway, again, I'm doing tarot readings. I sell products on my website. This channel, I try to keep this channel to the point where I can bring more interesting things to it. But if you're not supporting the channel, this channel soon will not exist no more. And I'm sure the higher-ups, the ones that observe me, they're going to be very happy and pleased that I'm removing this channel. It helps me. It's very therapeutic for me to discuss what I see because then I can help myself. Because it's not like the people I talk to on the phone truly follow what the fuck I'm saying. Okay? So, it's good to be able to, speak about it publicly. And then if there's one or two people that get it, they get it. Okay? But those days are about to be short-lived. And I have other things that I have to do now. And I can't keep sharing wisdom and knowledge because that's just giving them one up on how to handle us in the future. Okay? Just like I say, they could take your DNA and specimens and they could figure out how to mutate a nation. Same goes with your knowledge, power, and how your mind works. They take all of that and they figure out how to be 10, 20, and 30 years ahead of you by what you're showing. If you show them that you can see them, then they're going to go learn how to be invisible again. Does that make sense? If you show them that you're able to see them and you catching on to what they're doing and you explaining what they're doing, they're going to go figure out how to be ahead of you again. So there we have it. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free. Mwah.